What is up, everybody? Mike the Bitter here, and as you know, I'm on vacation, so we're gonna play a little game here called Return to Grace. This has been pre-recorded. Enjoy. So far. I'm sure this was made for the purpose that it's being used for right now, so... Although it has been, what, 900 years, they said, since the Spire... Since the Grace shut down, so I guess... Theoretically, this could have rotted. Although if it was frozen, it might not have. Alright, let's take a look up here. It's a pulpit.
So the keeper must have stood here, addressed the visitors, gave his sermons. You imagine having the solar system coming to you for answers?
The keeper was merely a vessel for the word of grace.
Then why not have Grace address them?
There's sometimes more power in what is imagined than in what is seen.
This explains all the canisters lying around.
Oh, they were trying to break
Must
it.
have been fun. It would have been chaos.
There was clearly a lot of anger directed toward the Keeper.
Yeah. What'd you do, Everett? What did you do?
More camps. Another stage in the siege. Looks like the numbers really fell off here. Most gave up by now.
Or died.
Yeah.
No bodies yet.
I'd say death.
Death to Everett.
Yeah.
Pretty clear who they blamed. This must be an attempted barricade. I'm guessing there was a lengthy siege. So, when Grace shut down, the Pilgrims blamed the Keeper. They demanded to see Grace, or thought they could reactivate her. The Keeper turned off the heat. Pilgrims built fires, dug in. They eventually got restless. Wish canisters started flying. As Pilgrims were breaking through the partition, the Keeper and his followers built up a barricade. We'll have to make our way through the barricade to learn how it ended.
Well, that's a lot of assumptions.
You'll want your light, Addie.
Right.
You'll want your light, idea.
2780 to 2830. These dates are from the old Julian calendar, which makes them very old.
1,200 years, by all accounts.
What calendar are we on now?
Can't make this out.
Going with the old
Second barricade. Looks like they got under this one.
Roman.
2942 to 2956. I'm guessing these were the time periods that these keepers served here.
Probably. A very good assumption, I would say.
Do we know where this goes?
To a funicular that leads to the next section of the spire.
It's
Long
frozen.
live Grace.
Apparently not.
Oxygen tanks. Everett up the ante. Cut off life support here.
Hold on, Addie. The room beyond the airlock is uncompressed. I don't believe it can be sealed. Something must have been compromised. You'll want your helmet on.
The helmet is on. Were we able to fill up my...
An emergency exit?
For certain. It opens to the moon's surface.
Not going there yet.
This one's probably frozen, right?
The tracks ahead lead to the highest point of the spire, known as the lighthouse.
Is that where we'll find Grace's processors?
Obviously.
You need only worry about the beacon, Addie.
I think Control took over. He sounds very
What
controlling.
happened here?
More rioting?
Yeah.
This doesn't look operational.
Let me try it, Addie.
Okay.
Come on! It's ice again?
The force needed to break through the ice dam would only come from directing all power to control processors.
Which only I can do.
Great.
On one condition.
And what's that?
You shall have no others before me. Cast aside that device on your wrist and continue with me alone.
Whoa, hang on. No, Addie.
But how will I communicate with you?
Mine is the only voice that resonates freely throughout every aspect of the spire. My words live within the vessel in which you stand now. They reverberate through the very walls of the enclave above. through the many devices and instruments at my control.
Yep, I got it. You're everywhere.
What if she needs another configuration for something?
She will not.
Is there another way to get to the top?
Of course. The funicular is merely the most survivable option.
Throw the device from the funicular window to take your place at my side.
Do I?
So if I throw this away, you'll take me to the top.
It will be done.
There must be other options, Addie.
The emergency exit in the airlock may provide an alternative path.
I'd rather keep everyone, to be honest
This
with
door
you.
leads out into the storm?
To your certain demise. Yes.
He's being dramatic. Your death is only marginally likely.
In theory, you could follow the funicular track up the mountain slope to the base of the lighthouse structure.
It would be dangerous.
So I give up my options by throwing away my comm, or take my chances in the storm.
It's an important decision, to be sure.
You must not do this, Addie.
I'm taking. I
In
don't.
taking this risk, you jeopardize all of humanity. Would you deny them my guidance and protection?
This is what can happen when you make ultimatums.
Yeah.
You and your ilk were distracting Addie from her true purpose.
We are providing Addie with a variety of perspectives.
Sorry, boss. I'm keeping my comm device.
Yeah, I've done.
You may not live to regret this, but countless billions in the solar system will.
I don't think they will.
The storm is...
Hello? Must be interference from the storm.
Addie,
Alan?
where are you?
Oh.
Right, Alan. I found Grace.
You need to return immediately, Addie. Your oxygen must be dangerously low.
I'm good, Alan.
You need to listen to me.
If I'd listened to you, we wouldn't have made it past Mars.
Wait, did you say Grace is still active?
Not exactly, but I'm working with her oldest service to try to bring her back online.
Well, one of these servers is actively blocking me.
I can guess which one.
You need to get back.
Alan?
Yeah, probably control.
Alan!
You're not considering climbing across that structure, are you?
I thought about
I
it.
have a choice?
There is also a path that descends into the canyon. It looks well worn and preserved over time, which means it's likely sheltered and safe.
And boring.
I'm gonna try to beam
Particular structure
first.
looks faster. And more fun.
Don't tease, Addie. The walk will give you time to think. And perhaps a chance for us to talk.
I'm good, Mom. I'm
What
gonna
are you thinking, Addie?
Don't worry.
It's the fastest way to the other side.
Or to the bottom of the canyon?
True.
I'm
true.
with you, Addie.
Slow and steady. Don't forget to breathe.
Whoa.
Breathe, Addie.
There we
That's
go.
it. Well
A
done.
little bit quicker that time.
Oh boy.
Through your nose. Out through your mouth. You're in control.
Am I? Surprised the ice doesn't. Oh gosh, I thought she fell.
Not sure this was the smartest choice.
Nonsense. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
True.
But what kills you,
Kills you.
kills you.
Take it in, Addie. How many humans can say they've climbed across a train track bridge thingy in a lunar ice storm?
None.
You only live once, right?
Not sure that applies to you.
Oh, maybe not. But who knows what's going to happen at the end of all this? We gotta enjoy it while it lasts, right?
Maybe you're right, pal.
It's like I kind of want to go that way just to explore, but at the same time, I don't.
That's a bit of a stretch.
You can make that, right, Addie?
Please consider the consequences here.
You're back.
I never left, Addie. I simply can't. And you can't make that jump.
It is unlikely, and a failed attempt would risk grave injury.
Listen to logic.
So I think I can
Must
get to there,
turn back
climb
and
up.
take the canyon path.
But we're so close!
Here goes nothing.
Yes!
No. Ah!
You okay? I think I heard something break.
That would be Addie's helmet light.
Oh.
Otherwise, your suit is intact.
Just winded, I think.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Addie.
No, it's okay.
I thought for sure you could make it.
Sorry to disappoint.
Well, she did make
Your
it.
vitals are still good. Can you stand?
Yeah, just give me a second.
Addie,
I can say it, Mom. You were right.
I don't want to be right. I want you to be okay. Are you okay?
Yes, Mom.
Not really, but
But you're going to push on.
I'm gonna push on.
Have to push on. We're humanity's last hope for grace. Okay, so we made it.
How much farther?
It's another 50 meters to the base of the lighthouse.
This wasn't so bad then.
You still have to find a way into the lighthouse. So there's still time to regret not taking the free ride to the top.
And what would have been the fun in that?
Is this the right way? I'm gonna assume it is, yeah.
So you were saying that something happened to your family that you think an AI could have prevented?
I don't really want to talk about it.
Sorry for prying, Addie.
That's okay. I just want to concentrate on my work here. It's certainly more sheltered here.
Can I
may
not?
not always approve of your choices, but they've gotten you this far.
Thank you, I guess.
Why is it so important that you activate Grace?
It's widely believed that recovering Grace would recover thousands of years of knowledge lost to the Dark Age.
A little oh, right this way. Okay. So that's the way I would have came up if I would have taken the canyon. I feel like this way was so much better. And it's sheltered, so... Which is why I guess the audio said, oh, this is sheltered. Because this is where I was supposed to be when that audio was taking place. So what planet are we on?
What's this?
An emergency escape ladder. You could work out the override to bring it down, or see if there's another way up.
Oh, there's another way up there, but let's take a look at the override real quick.
So I can bring down the ladder by doing something here.
Of course. You've proven to be clever enough.
The path keeps going. We can see if there's another way in.
So what's it going to be, Addie? Something that challenges your mind? Or something that challenges my respect for you?
The numeric override that lowers the ladder is 50 and can be represented in binary. I can give you the sequence.
I happen to know a bit about ancient computer languages. Turning each switch adds a different fixed value, starting with 1 on the far right and increasing by exponents of 2 as we move from right to left. So I just start mucking around until I get the number 50.
But you needn't muck around. I could just tell you the sequence.
Yeah, well, maybe I want to muck around.
Very well. But I'm
Yeah.
here if you require my assistance.
Yeah, maybe I just want to muck around. See? Got it.
Got it.
You're so smart, Addie.
Compared to what?
Why wouldn't you let me help you with the override?
It's only natural to want to do things yourself.
It seems inefficient to make calculations that have already been completed and freely offered.
True.
Satisfying to do the work sometimes.
That's true as well. It's a real head scratcher of what it's trying to portray. Like, yeah, you could have AI do everything for you, or you could do things on your own as well. If
Your
AI's
station airlock is unlocked and can be manually opened.
And that's convenient. For once.
yeah. Oh, and I don't even have to do anything.
There. Who needs control?
You took a foolish risk, Addie,
I did, yeah.
but you have arrived at the lighthouse nonetheless.
Yes, well done.
And you may still be redeemed with the activation of the beacon.
Always with the beacon.
Yes, always with the beacon.
What
Will I need my helmet?
It's
happened?
never a bad idea. Unless you want to preserve your suit oxygen in case of emergency.
The rooms ahead are safely pressurized, Addie. You're good to go.
Thank you.
Do we know if your processors are here?
The room directly ahead was the Keeper's living quarters. Grace processors are somewhere above.
Well, let's find them.
Pretty basic accommodations.
Probably for, like, the altar boys.
These must be the cells where the Keeper's acolytes stayed.
And where new ones will
Acolytes.
return.
New ones.
This looks like it was left for someone to find.
Well, let's read it.
I can
We're
hardly
listening.
believe it has come to this, but my work here with Grace will end with Grace herself. I can only pray that people will come to forgive us one day. We loved her, and we lost her. She will never be forgotten.
Doesn't sound like the inner circle wanted Grace shut down.
Well, they probably didn't. But now you have to ask yourself, why was Grace shut down? And by whom?
I need my light.
Broke, isn't it?
Nope.
Were you thinking it might fix itself after your fall?
I was.
You're welcome to say it, Mom.
There's nothing for me to say that you don't already know.
Spoken like a true mother. This bed's like straight up missing. Interesting. Alright, so Keeper Everett slept down here, I guess. It's a relief.
This door certainly looks important. How do we get in?
That's curious. I have no access to this door, nor do I see any way of opening it.
Feels solid.
There aren't any hidden switches, if that's what you're thinking.
Well,
The triangle here must be the spire, which would represent Grace. And this would be the pilgrims coming to Grace. This is the same symbol that's on the Keeper's door, so I assume it represents the Keeper. This ring here seems to connect the Keeper to Grace.
Curious that the Keeper is situated above Grace. Would you agree, Control?
Coincidence.
The human in the loop, I guess?
could be. Or... Whoa.
Nothing here either.
Well, you're nothing if not predictable.
Just making sure.
For this time, the keeper's down below.
Looks like someone's being selected from a group.
A human sacrifice.
I'm guessing it's the Keeper.
The depiction seems to imply they were chosen from the masses on pilgrimage here.
Faithful, vigilant, willing. That sounds so familiar.
The ancient tenets of the human in the loop.
Grace's architects must have been more fearful of losing control over AIs than we are today because they gave them so much responsibility. I mean, it makes sense. Grace was the greatest AI undertaking in human history.
So that's it for the door.
So, if this is the symbol of the Keeper, I figure only the Keeper was allowed to enter here.
Maybe the Keeper had a key for the door.
As we've been saying, there is no mechanism for a key or any other interface.
Maybe the Keeper was the key. Maybe the door would open for him.
Are you not already the Keeper? You are the only human in the loop here.
True.
Ah, but does Addie qualify based on the 3 tenets?
I would say Addie has proven to be virtuous and faithful.
But I'm not willing?
Are you willing to become the new keeper?
If it means I'm able to activate Grace. But how would I prove I'm willing?
Maybe you can just tell the door you're the new Keeper.
That's idiotic.
I'm the Keeper?
Ha! Say it like you mean it.
I'm the Keeper.
Congratulations on your new job, Addie.
Yeah, congrats.
So couldn't anyone
My
just do
God.
that?
This is really it.
Wow.
This must be where all the wishes end up. What's this?
A playback device for the wish canisters. It appears wishes from each room could be sorted and consolidated onto master canisters.
Just static.
The recording is too deteriorated for standard playback. You'll need to rebuild the recording with your altered comm device.
So I gotta hack it, is what it's saying.
Well, it's been over 30 years since I've made a wish of my own. It's the same one as always. I wish it'd come back to us. I'd also like to wish for your forgiveness, Grace. I know the place above is your domain, and we ought not enter. But I've decided going up there is the only way to get you back, and I have to give it a shot. I won't be sending this wish up with all the others. I'm going to leave it here for anyone else who might come along. And if they do manage to bring you back, they can tell you Everett says hello, and that he truly believed you were a beautiful thing.
So, Everett had a way into the processor room.
That would have been strictly forbidden.
The room is directly above, but I don't detect an obvious way in.
Maybe he wished himself up there?
If that works, I will gladly shut myself down.
Do it, Addie. Make a wish.
As last resort, pal. It did sound like these wish canisters could be sent up to Grace somehow.
And there are still more buttons and things to push on the console.
Where are you going, Addie?
Just looking around. Is this a theremin?
It is a 35th century reproduction of a 29th century Kellogg theremin.
I used to play one as a kid. I hated those lessons.
Uh-huh.
Huh. It still works. Let's see what I can remember.
You are seriously going to indulge in a theremin session?
I sure am not. That was
decent sized bed. You think keepers ever had partners?
Are you considering your prospects? I'd suggest they are not good.
What?
He didn't keep much in the way of personal items.
As keeper,
I
he
see
would
a
have
shelf.
want of nothing.
Can't say I'd
All
feel the
these.
same after a few years. Is this anything special?
It is a light, and there is nothing behind it.
Are you sure?
Are you looking for secret passageways?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I would think the mechanism for transporting wishes to Grace would be housed somewhere on Everett's workstation.
That does make sense.
Is this a lavatory?
It is indeed. And I think we can assume Everett was not using it to send wishes to Grace.
We don't know that for sure, Logic. Like, for all we know, that's exactly what he was using it for. Alright, so let's go back here. I'm gonna guess something opens up behind that light. Oh, couldn't I just, like, get on it?
One of the blocks is missing. Looks like it was ripped out. I don't suppose Everett crawled in here.
But yeah.
The cavity would be big enough to contain an average human.
There's really no telling what would happen if you rolled that up.
But it has to be the way he got up there. It makes sense.
The space above is the domain of Grace. It is not for you to enter.
What else is there for me to do here?
You can carry out your duty as Keeper of the Spire. On the console, there is a button that will activate a beacon to call the masses back to this place. I have armed the mechanism. You need only push the button. Human hands will usher in a new golden age.
I just don't trust him. He just seems evil.
Well, I fit.
Now what? You're going to mail yourself?
Yep.
Maybe.
There's no way to raise this container from inside.
So what do I do then?
This is not allowed, Addie.
I need to know.
I'm not asking your permission,
Your hands
Control.
inside at all times, Addie.
Stop being controlling.